Say to your divine self, tell me where to go. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to say and to whom. And I will, with all my will, with your willpower, the power that you are, I will to do it. And nothing more, nothing more. Don't overextend. Don't do everything that makes you feel bad because you don't have enough and you're not enough. Because mostly when you're saying I don't have enough, it's that you're feeling and thinking I'm not enough. There are so many things outside of our control: recessions, interest rates, inflation, cost of living, etc. I find myself totally losing all motivation to make money at all because it just feels like so much is stacked against me. Working doesn't make me happy, and it feels like I'll never have enough money anyway. I know this is a bad attitude. What can I do to reverse it? First of all, calling it a bad attitude, at least you can call a spade, but that doesn't mean you have to own it. It just means that you're being aware enough to see that it's not really conducive to peace. There's so many things outside of our control. Really? Well, in that world of this and that, yes. But there is only one true place where we find utmost, in quotes, control, and that's in surrender to the divine, the divinity of you, the truth of you, the utmost of you, the miraculous nature of you, the unbounded, unconditional, resourceful, and absolutely abundant you. Once you begin to align with that, and I know it kind of feels, and it could feel cliche, that people are always saying, yeah, connect to your divine self, but it is the only way, the one way, which makes it pretty easy. You don't even have to choose. You just do the one thing that works. There are so many things outside of our control. Great, then take your eyes off them. That's not your business. You do have one thing you can control, and that's whether or not you're connecting to the divinity of you. And all you need to do to connect to the divinity of you is relax. People can call that meditation. People can call that walking in nature. People can call that petting the dog. People can call that just sitting and breathing. People can call that taking a warm shower or a hot bath. People can call that anything that lets you relax. The one who relaxes the most wins. The reason why is because it's a done deal. You're divine. Suck it up. Sorry, you're already amazing. You're already perfect. The divine loves you impeccably. You can't go anywhere that the divine isn't. And the divine is unconditional love. And you are loved unconditionally. Once you align with that, you begin to see, what was I thinking? That's spiritual awakening. You awaken to the spirit of you who's never been asleep. That's always been there, not dormant. But it's not going to force and shove and push its way to the forefront of your life when it's in sweet repose and relaxed, because it knows who you are and there's no big problem. That's the world of separation and you're focused on it. So of course it feels like many things are outside of your control. Go back to the one place that you have true control and relax into your true nature, your true self. Recessions, interest rates, inflation, cost of living, etc. You find yourself totally losing all motivation to make money at all. Why wouldn't you? Because going back to what is money the symbol of for you, if it's only going to get you caught up more in inflation and interest rates and cost of living, who wants to be focused on money? It's a world of separation, and it's a hellish world. It's a version of hell. So instead, if you start to see that money is just the fertilizer for your dreams, that's all it is. I asked one time my inner being, my divine self, and my inner being often comes to me in the form of Jesus. He's my mentor. He's my guru. And he showed up in my inner vision, and he was walking next, at the time in my backyard, I had big gardens. And he was walking next to the garden, and I saw him there standing next to the garden, looking at me like with a huge smile, like a Cheshire cat smile on his face, with a big silver bucket, big pail. And he's looking at me with this big smile, like, are you paying attention? And I was. And so he starts picking out the shredded green stuff and putting it on my garden like this, just staring at me, smiling, like, you get it? And I looked closer and I saw that it was shredded money. And he's just taking out fistfuls of it and throwing it on my garden, the same gardens that I had in the backyard in my mind's eye. And I didn't get it. I was like, what does that even mean? It's shredded money being put on my garden. And he said, money is just the fertilizer for your dreams. You can make it an idol. You can make it a problem. You can make it all full of recessions and interest rates and inflation and cost of living that's soaring. And you can find yourself totally losing all motivation to make money at all because it feels like so much is stacked against you. Why? Because you made it an idol and you made it something separate from you. So now you have to either get it or push it away, one or the other. It's separate from you. Now, instead, in your mind's eye, just relax for a minute, let go of all of that. Money's just a fertilizer for my dreams. Well, have I been dreaming? Happy dreams? Fun dreams? Joyful dreams? Dreams that are centered and seated in my deeper self, in the core of me, that are inspired, that come up, well up from within me? Am I excited about dreams that I have that I really would love to see manifest? And the way that we manifest things on this planet is fertilize them with money. Well, take a moment. Do not go into self-judgment. Do not go into fear to the best of your capacity. Just relax for a minute. You're fine. You're perfectly fine. You're perfectly loved. You're divine. You're miraculous. Your true nature is connected to everything, is at one with everything. Now allow yourself to notice that, well, working doesn't make me happy. It feels like I'll never have enough money anyway. Why would you work for money? Instead of spend your time in an occupation that's your passion, that fulfills you and connects you, that is a give, receive simultaneously. You feel inspired and alive and delighted every day. That's what divine wants for you. Doesn't want you storing up a pile of money. Wants you having fertilizer for your dreams. So what you're essentially asking in this question, and right now you get to it, you said, I know this is a bad attitude. Don't judge yourself. That's where this all began. You are attacking something from a feeling of separation. Instead of judging it or assessing it, I know this is a bad attitude. Just relax. You were mistaken. Mistaken identity. First of all, you forgot you were divine. And mistaken about the situation. It's outside. It's an illusion. It's a dream. And it's all based on what you believe internally. So if you wake up in the morning inspired and delighted and in this way that you want to connect with your dream life, then the resources are going to come. It's just a fertilizer for your dream. But the divine doesn't want to torture you any more than you want to be tortured. So why the money never comes is because you're not dreaming a dream that's lucid. That's a dream specifically, deeply enriching and satisfying for you. First, let go of all the outside world. Forget the outside world. Forget everything. Just arrive and let yourself in this moment connect with that joy and the fun and the innocence you had as a kid when you were just playing for the sake of playing. When you were just joyful because there was this upwelling from within you that felt joyful. Go back to the any time and moment in time or any time of your life where you just were happy and peaceful. And you might have been sitting out in nature, or you might have been petting a dog, or you might have been doing something that just felt like I'm being. Because your being is connected to that joy and love and inherent fulfillment. Now, as you connect there, say to your divine self, tell me where to go. Tell me what to do. Tell me what to say and to whom. And I will, with all my will, with your willpower, the power that you are, I will to do it. And nothing more, nothing more. Don't overextend. Don't do everything that makes you feel bad because you don't have enough and you're not enough. Because mostly when you're saying, I don't have enough, it's that you're feeling and thinking, I'm not enough. That's a misidentity. That's a misalignment with the love of you, the truth of you, the divinity of you that impeccably loves you and knows who you are beyond this lifetime. Your infinite nature and your infinite capacity to be resourceful and creative and to show up to this life the brilliant light that you are. This is not about the money. So what can I do to reverse this? I know it's a bad attitude. Let go of the judgment, let go of the guilt. Just connect. Connect to the joy inherent in who you are. Stay there, stay there, stay there. It's not about the outside world. Just let yourself forget everything in the outside world and just stay till you tap it. Stay till you let go of the mind, relax the mind, open your heart, and align with divine will. I will to do it and nothing more. And I promise you, the divine loves you impeccably. This is just me being the voice and the mouthpiece for the divine. You will find that you are so inspired and you are so delighted by the synchronicities that arrive, because the divine wants you to know the synchronicities are the signposts, letting you know that right now, as you're listening to me say this, and you're listening to the truth of who you are and being inspired to reconnect, it's setting up all the synchronicities and all the fortuitous circumstances ahead of you. The miracle arrives in the present to remove our obstacles from the past, to renew the past in the present, to create a new future. Show up now as the miracle that you are. Everything's a miracle or a miracle in the making.